Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. In today's game, we should look to the war up front. The Giants are top 10 in rushing yards, going up against the Eagles' front seven that will need to be up to the test.
Thank you, Larry. Coming to you from just off the New Jersey Turnpike in East Rutherford, we are just about set for football on EA Sports from MetLife Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. Some space here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a play fake here on first down. Incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll set up a throw. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Watch tight. Tight end right. Hurry up, here we go. Blue, landing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Over. Hurry up, here we go.
Back to throw here. Going up top. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. In his own end zone, it's Garoppolo. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. He's going to air one out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Shift together here from the D-line. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a third and about 13. They'll need to get the play off quickly. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball. And
he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now it's Lockett. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. This one complete. It's C.J. Fedorowicz. And he's brought down after a good gain. A nice gain of 21 yards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Eddie Vanderdoes, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Brad Wing now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the 2nd drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Going deep for Hopkins. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd.
Here we go now.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Got some real estate inside the 30. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. So they're operating in the red zone. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo setting up the screen for Miller. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. On third down, Miller. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. New York set to take the field. And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jamie Collins leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Room here to run. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
The Eagles send out their punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up. But they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On second down, here's Miller. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Garoppolo looks to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Let's go. Green 39.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 30. Leopard.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he's got Miller. And he is down deep into Giant territory. And a big 32-yard play.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Detroit. Set.
A first down carry now for Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Again, it's Miller. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Emmanuel Sanders, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. New York set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He sets to fire, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This is caught, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Eagles. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Over!
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll be knocked down sideways. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Around the NFL, second quarter in Santa Clara. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Going deep for Hopkins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They'll run it again with Miller. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
action. Now Garoppolo. And Brate has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here's a give to Miller. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Here we go. Green, 39.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Now, hold on a second. Why would they decline that, Charles?
I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards. Minimum.
You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down you just had.
I like that. I like that little extra on top of the whole thing. This makes 0 sense.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. After the penalty, it's Miller. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you've got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. And got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the 1st. Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Green, 39.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Here we go.
Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Brad Wing now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at about the 14. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there. Quick
lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Play clock winding down. Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Navarro Bowman not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Let's go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Caught left side, Hopkins. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And now a 1st down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the 1st on 2nd down and 3. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. It's caught by Sanders. Finding room to the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Meredith. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Fresh set of downs here. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now a handoff, running off tackle right. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Now back to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 26 yards on the pickup there. And it's good for a New York 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
They are on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, in Santa Clara. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Out of the pistol look, it's Miller. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So second and 10 here. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, shedding through the defense. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
All right, here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A very solid gain of 27. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll set up to throw. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Cameron Meredith, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. They are on to the fourth quarter now, by the way, in Santa Clara. And the 49ers have just scored for some more cushion. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. Oh, were the Giants able to recover? Yes. So they needed the onside kick, and they got it. Now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Here we go.
Back to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Here we go now.
Now a handoff to Miller. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 7 yards to go on 2nd down.
Here we go. All right, now look at 56.
Now a 20th carry of the game for Lamar Miller. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. The Eagles on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now.
Garoppolo to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Green, Detroit.
He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And now running right through it. And some room to maneuver. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Red zone opportunity.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. Gone. Over.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. This one fielded at the 5. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure.